Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome.
They said the rain might beat a leopard skin, but it will never ever wash out the spot. We have gotten a report that the Ooni of Ife has ordered the arrest of a former royal mansion staff who implicated Ebony in his confession of being paid to install hidden camera in the royal mansion. Now, if you have been following the trend, something had happened in the royal mansion last week, as we are hearing. They said the Ooni of Ife went to the royal mansion with a lot of royal suitcases and said going forward he was going to try and spend as much time as possible with Olori Naomi. The reason being that if he spends time with Olori Naomi, he will be able to, mitigate the effect of all this new Olori and everything that is making Naomi stand on her grounds to want to go. So what happened was, they said Ooni of Ife spent, was it 3 or 4 days in the royal mansion? But those 3 days in the royal mansion, they said it was all drama upon drama. Olori Naomi, soon after Paropo told Olori Naomi to allow Ooni of Ife to still see the royal mansion as his home, because Tadenikawo is there, that Naomi should not lock up everywhere, fire everybody and go away like she did before. Naomi now moved into the other wing of the royal mansion, leaving this other wing there for the Ooni of Ife. So when Ooni decided that he was going to be spending time with Olori Naomi, apparently after the birthday and everything, he wanted to rest. But I said it was so much drama in the royal mansion that Ooni of Ife will want to go and stay in Queen Naomi's place, and Queen Naomi will not want Kabiyesi to stay there. And Queen Naomi, Kabiyesi will send for Queen Naomi. Naomi will come. After finishing with Kabiyesi, she will go back. But that was not what Kabiyesi wanted. Kabiyesi wanted a situation where himself and Olori Naomi can sit down, talk like they used to be as sweet as they used to be and everything. You and I know that right now that is not what Olori Naomi wants. And Olori Naomi is in the royal mansion because that's her home. That's her son's home, okay? Everybody is happy about the fact that she didn't behave the way she used to behave. She will say she wants to leave the royal mansion. She has seen that as her home now. So they said there was an incident that happened. If you have not seen that video is there. The video was made last week. They said Ooni of Ife sent, as the Naomi wanted to go out, Ooni suspected that it was a date. And Ooni called for a meeting with the staff, domestic staff and everybody. And that meeting wasted so much time that because the security were in here, the gate was locked, Naomi couldn't go out and all of that. Then that night, Ooni of Ife wanted to be with Olori Naomi. And Olori Naomi never wanted it. Ooni called Olori Naomi to his own wing. Naomi came and soon left. Ooni waited and waited. Naomi didn't come back. Ooni went to Naomi's wing. When Ooni got there, he told Naomi that if you do not come to my wing, I'm going to sleep here. And Naomi did not want to go upstairs to her bedroom because she knew that Kabiyesi would follow her, and Naomi was not ready to go to Kabiyesi's wing. So Naomi started crying. From what we heard, that she was telling Ooni of Ife that what exactly has she done to deserve this kind of deceptive love from Ooni of Ife. She was crying and telling Ooni to leave her alone. She's exhausted, she's this and all of that. She cried and she knelt down when she was talking to Kabiyesi. They say Kabiyesi held her up and they went to the sofa where they sat down. They sat down, Kabiyesi was talking to her, trying to convince her, held her. She was crying, like basically pacifying her to stop crying, explaining to her a lot of things that he feels that Olori Naomi does not know and all of that. Then, they said in that place where they sat down where and Kabiyesi was explaining these things to Olori Naomi, they said that they slept off. Kabiyesi dozed, Naomi was the first person who dozed off, and Kabiyesi dozed off on that sofa with Naomi's head on Kabiyesi's shoulder. And that was the picture. Now, as we are hearing, they say everything that happened, that a video was sent, like there was a video that recorded everything. And before you knew what was happening, they said this thing landed on the Olori's WhatsApp group. That was what made Ikpe. They said Ikpe fainted. They said Ebony was crying, the other side, Oletik, everybody was crying. They said that night, it was as if somebody cried because of the way the Oloris were feeling. They were feeling so bad. So apparently, it would have been like, after all we have done, we thought this is over, and then this is still happening. They were feeling really bad. But, you know, what is going on is that we now have that after all said and done, when Ooni Of Ife discovered that there was a video like that, Ooni began to probe how that video got there, the camera and everything. It was something that shocked Ooni to his bone marrow. Ooni could not believe it. Naomi could not believe it, and all of that. And Ooni became very, very apprehensive. Ooni started trying to find out how the video got there. They now said that the first video that landed on that WhatsApp group, it came from a number that is named by Blow Blow. It's signed up with Blow Blow's second number or Blow Blow business number or something. And so they say Busybody Gospel was the one who first revealed that. Now, Ooni started investigating, and then they found out that from the staff that were called back into the palace of the Ooni of Ife, they were able to find out that one of the men who used to work in the palace of the Ooni of Ife before, sorry, I put her there, it's a he, who used to work in the palace of the Ooni of Ife before, had been very close to he said before he left, when Naomi sent him out, he was saying something about the reason why he does not really particularly like Naomi. Naomi feels she is too this, she is too that. Naomi this, Naomi that. If Kabiyesi had stayed with Ebony, that all this nonsense would never have happened and all of that. So they suspected that perhaps that man, because most times he's always praising Ebony and all of that, they now told Kabiyesi that maybe they should find out from him if there was something that happened. Then another person said, yes, that guy was always talking to Ebony while he was working with Olori Naomi. They said that was how they arrested that guy, ordered the guy's arrest, and brought him for questioning. They said when they brought him for questioning, they said this man started talking that, yes, that he got people to come and install the camera when Naomi was not around, that it was Ebony that sponsored it. Ebony bought the camera, sent those cameras from the UK, as it is a legend role model. Ebony sent those cameras from the UK, and when Naomi was not around, that he entered the royal mansion and brought people to come and install the cameras. That if the camera is just small, that they put it under the chair. One thing, there was something, they said the guy said the Lord and implicated Ebony. And they said Ooni of Ife could not believe it. Ooni of Ife has been so mad, and he said that they are going to arraign that guy and the guy will go to jail. This will serve as a deterrent to all others who are working in the palace, in the royal mansion. They said this guy, the guy revealed a whole lot of stuff, things that happened, how that camera came about and everything. Now, another question is that if this is from Ebony, how come the person who dropped that first video in their WhatsApp group had her line saved as Blow Blow's business line? That is another problem. But they said this has scattered everything, that Ooni of Ife is mad, everybody is mad, Papropo is mad. In fact, like Even Ebony's family is mad over what had happened. This is why we are hearing if this information is true. I'm going to bring you more updates. Do not forget these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.